morning, I'm Nev Van Pell, and thank you for joining us. Canadians across the country are celebrating Canada Day, and it's no different here with numerous events going on around the city, including one at Fort William Historical Park, which saw hundreds come out to celebrate the nation's diverse heritage. There was lots to see and do with various family-friendly activities on site. Visitors were able to enjoy good food, axe throwing, musket firing, making crafts, and meeting farm animals. There were also numerous learning opportunities inside the buildings, with historical interpreters educating attendees on cultural traditions. Historical Park General Manager Patrick Moresh says being able to celebrate multiple cultures is something that's very important to them.
The Fort William Historical Park, in a modern way and historically, really focused and was successful based on the multicultural melding of French Canadians, Indigenous and Scottish cultures. And today this gives us an opportunity to remind people of the importance of all those cultures and to give people an opportunity to learn about them as well.
A new social media campaign is calling on local residents to consider the effects that fireworks have on pets. The Thunder Bay and District Humane Society has launched the campaign called Food Not Fear to reduce the numbers of animals panicking during pyrotechnics and going missing. The campaign is asking those who normally purchase fireworks for celebrations like Canada Day to instead consider using that money to donate pet food for animals in need. Fireworks are quite terrifying for most pets, according to Stephanie Folino, the Community Engagement Coordinator for the Humane Society. She encourages people to help out by donating money or pet food for the cats and dogs at the Humane Society shelter.
We'll take anything, honestly. We do prefer monetary, just so then we can use the funds for, the food that we do use at the shelter, but we're open to any food that we can use here. So mainly, specifically right now, we're looking for wet cat food pate, so Frisky's chicken pate. With dogs, we'll take anything.
Items for donations can be dropped off at the Humane Society shelter on Roslyn Road. As Thunder Bay makes the switch to new recycling bins for curbside pickup tomorrow, the city's manager of solid waste and recycling says he doesn't think the new system will have a major impact on usage of the city's recycling depots. Right now, roughly a third of the material that gets recycled in the city is dropped off at one of 3 recycling depots. Jason Sherban says while some people might use the facilities to avoid the heavy bins, people who were avoiding the use of blue bags might start taking advantage of curbside pickup. But Sherban says it's too early to say what the impact will be.
I don't think the use is going to go down, right? If people can't fit everything in a bin for whatever reason, I could see them, coming here more frequently. But I certainly don't see the use going down. Will they go up? We'll have to wait and see.
Many of the people who currently use the depots to drop off their recyclables are driving in from outside city limits and wouldn't be impacted by the new automated cart collection, which goes into effect on Tuesday. A local resident has just won a new house from the Fort William Rotary Club's 38th annual house lottery. Jason Matizik was announced as the winner. Fort William Rotary President Glenn Craig and House Lottery Chair Cindy Levanto made the call to him this morning.
Is this Jason?
Yes, it is.
Hi Jason, it's Glenn and
Cindy
from the Fort William Rotary. So what's your plans for Canada Day?
We're going to family and just having a barbecue.
Barbecue?
Oh, nice.
Are you busy right now?
No, not at all.
Do you think you can swing by,
101 Bruin Crescent.
to come see your brand new house?
Are you serious?
Yep, we're serious.
Matizik and his wife Jessica had the chance to come down and see the house for the first time today. The grand prize was a 2-story, 4-bedroom custom-built home in the Parkdale subdivision, valued at $750,000. The Rotary Club sold over 19,000 tickets, raising $700,000 for various local charities. Matizik says the whole thing feels surreal.
When I finally answered that phone, I'm like, are you kidding? Like, we always joke, oh, we're going to win the house, we're going to win the house. So now that this happened.
We've thrown a lot of, we're going to win this year out there.
So this is amazing. Like, this is a game, this is like life-changing, so.
No, it's
Emotional.
emotional. It really was. And when you see a couple as lovely as you both are walk in and first thing Jessica said to me is that we've had a horrible week. But this is the best way to celebrate it, and really, guys, really happy for you.
We've changed a lot of lives for people in Thunder Bay, the winners, but also done a lot of work for charities, and it's a great way to celebrate Canada Day.
Work is already underway for the 39th House Lottery, and the Fort William Rotary Club is hoping to launch it in early 2025. Geraldton District Hospital has overcome some of its staffing issues, but is continuing its search for more permanent doctors. Hospital administration hopes the community's quality of life and supportive environment will attract more physicians. Justin Hardy has more.
Geraldton District Hospital has seen some growth over the past few years as it keeps up with growing demand. Hospital CEO Daryl Galusha says the facility has gained some new equipment and outgrown some of the staffing issues.
We're seeing an increase in our permanent staffing. We're proud to say that we are moved beyond using agency staffing. Our HR department has successfully recruited a full complement of registered nursing staff. We're still looking for some RPNs and medical lab technologists, but we're really moving beyond the need for agency staff, and we're bringing in permanent staff to live in the community and stay in the area.
The hospital's emergency department is a 7-bed unit, including a trauma room where staff can provide urgent care and minor procedures. The hospital is now also the home of a brand new X-ray imaging machine. With all of the new healthcare staff employed at the hospital, Galusha says they still hope to attract more doctors to move to the community permanently.
We need some doctors. We need permanent doctors. We have a great group, strong group of locum physicians. We have one local doctor from here that lives here, and we have one local NP that lives here. But other than that, our rest of our physicians group is our locums. They come in for a couple weeks at a time and then they go out. They serve the needs of the community great, but we are looking for physicians to move to the community and live here.
Galusha says he hopes the good quality of life in the area and the supportive work environment of the hospital will attract the doctors the hospital needs. Justin Hardy, TBT News.
The municipal pool in Nipigon won't open at all this summer due to a shortage of lifeguards. Without enough interest from local students, the township is already looking at getting creative with their hiring for next summer.
The pool is what they look forward to in the summertime, to cool off, to socialize with their friends, to have a great time. And it's really sad that it's not going to be there this year for them. So to the families and the seniors and the kids, we've done what we could do, and we're going to do better.
According to Mayor Suzanne Kuko, the main challenge with recruitment is that the week-long certification course is offered only a few times a year and never locally. So getting enough staff on board can take months of planning. They need 3 to 4 lifeguards to operate the pool. Kuko wants residents, especially kids and seniors, to know that the town staff are already working on understanding what went wrong this year and how to make sure it doesn't happen again.
Maybe we look at students as well as adults, fit retirees that are looking for a side hustle, or education assistants that maybe need some work in the summertime to supplement not being able to work in the summertime. So that kind of thing, thinking outside the box and getting those lifeguards certified early.
How do you guys feel about the pool being closed for the whole summer?
Kind of bad. It sucks. I feel like it should be opened.
Sad but good because I can go to the beach.
It's kind of good but also bad because I like going to the beach.
The township will reimburse certification costs for lifeguards who work at the pool, and Kuko encourages anyone who might be interested in being a lifeguard next summer to reach out soon. In October of last year, the National Council of Truth and Reconciliation challenged students throughout the country to create an image of what a reconciled Canada would look like to them. 25 different projects were selected, including a documentary made by Annika Harrison, a grade 8 student at Woodcrest School and member of Laxal First Nation. Joel Mendelson reports.
The documentary is called I Am Here Because They Survived, a daughter's conversations about residential school. It highlights the differences between the upbringings of her and her father with the goal of raising awareness on the topic.
My dad talked about his first days and how he got there and stuff, and I was just in disbelief that they would rip him away from his home, and he wouldn't see his family for most of the year, and that must have been really hard for him, and it was really hard to hear about those stories.
If we did something wrong, it was punishment. It was a physical punishment all the time. And we witnessed others getting beaten by the supervisor, which made us really scared. It scared you when you watch a child getting beaten up
Her father, Tom Chisel, attended the Pelican Lake Residential School from 1962 to 1968. While she was always aware of the events of her father's youth, she was never fully informed on the details.
I knew that he went to residential schools, but I didn't actually know what had happened there. So I think learning about that, it really made me understand how it was.
She blew us away with her documentary. We all cried. It was incredibly powerful and just so raw and real, and was different from everybody else's because she had firsthand experience and accounts from people who are close to her.
Along with the others selected, Harrison was invited to the Canadian Museum of Human Rights in Winnipeg to receive an award for her vision.
I was really nervous to speak in front of a bunch of people, but to be there with all of the elders and stuff and Manitoban dignitaries and other people who had these awesome projects and art stuff, it was really special to me, and I'm very proud of myself for that.
Harrison plans to share the documentary with the school board in order to spread awareness throughout Thunder Bay, and possibly even to the rest of Ontario. Joel Mendelson, TBT News.
We're now joined by sports anchor Josh Morano. And Josh, the Border Cats celebrated Canada Day with some fireworks after a big comeback last night, and we're back in action again today.
Yeah, happy Canada Day. First of all, we got the red matching. Border Cats celebrating today in their own threads as well to celebrate the occasion. We'll have the highlights from today's game when we come back.